So we are here with Tarja Turunen. It's coming back to Brazil. And well, Tarja, thanks for having me. And my first question for you is how are you feeling of about coming back to Brazil after all the problems that you had last year?
Yes, yes, we had. We both got sick with Marco suddenly in Brazil after our show in Sao Paulo, and we needed to postpone a couple of concerts. So we are gonna do now Curitiba, Belo Horizonte. I'm really, and two more. We added two more shows in Brazil. So I'm very, very, very happy to return to Brazil. It's always such a pleasure. I have incredibly beautiful fans there, and it's always wonderful. So really can't wait. I'm leaving in few days already. The tour is starting.
Yes, and the concert will be well. The first half is your set list, then Marco, then you both will play together. Can you talk a little bit more about this structure?
Wow. Actually, the thing is that it is Marco is my guest in my show. So I will be playing songs on my own, and he will join. And the whole set list is actually new one. We are not going to repeat the same show that we did last year. So it's definitely a new setup songs and new setup with the because even in um, Sao Paulo, for example, there is a string orchestra with us, and we are now starting the rehearsals in Buenos Aires for the whole tour, and it's all new. So I'm very, very happy about this because it's a big challenge for me again to renew my set, but I'm very happy to do it because it's exciting. It makes you work more.
Yes, and well, I want to talk a little bit about your partnership with Marco because well, back in the days of Nightwish, it was a huge impact. But if we look close, it was only two records and 3 years, right? So, what do you think about this? Because it's such a small period of time, but you make a huge impact. Why do you think this happened?
Our distinctive voices were like a perfect match at the time. It was something that it was not as common as it is nowadays to hear duets like this in heavy metal and in melodic metal, symphonic metal. And so we were seen as a very strong lead vocalists in one band. And so it came and Nightwish was growing, and the whole world success came at the same time. So it was like we had a lot of attention to us, and so it became huge. And yes, I didn't really get to know Marco even well during the time in the band because my time with the band ended in 2005, and so actually, now I know him better. I know him way better. Actually, he's like a new friend in my life, which sounds quite odd, but it's really a fact. And so, and we have a lot. We have talked a lot, and we are in touch, and outside the job as well, we are in touch. So it's wonderful to get to reconnect with him.
Yes, and you and him, you both said that the song that most represents your partnership is the song Phantom of the Opera, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Back,
Yes.
back in the days of Century
Yes.
Child. But I want to know a part of this song, you other songs that you play together that you now carry the most, like you have good memories.
Well, it is always very nice to sing with him because he's we have this both of us we share the love for music, and it's only now I see that he's enjoying making music because he feels better as a person, as an individual, and he is free to express himself as I am free as a solo artist. I've been free the last 20 years, so it's like wow, to get together again and make music together. There is this emotional connection that we have, between us, and it's very real. It doesn't matter if I'm singing my songs with him or I singing old Nightwish songs with him or Phantom of the Opera. But of course, talking about Phantom of the Opera is really the duet from us that people kind of feel very much connected with our voices. And as the song lyric says, there is a part where Marco is singing um, our strange duet. Let's sing our strange duet once again. So it's really like, there is the eye contact in that moment that we both know, yeah, it's very strange that we are here back again doing this together.
Yes. Well, other symphonic metal bands, like for example, Epica and After Forever, they use the lyrical vocals, but with harsh vocals, harsh male vocals. And you and Marco kind of set up another thing, another.
Yeah. We are melodic singers. Yeah, we have. Yeah, Marco can
Do you
scream,
think this?
obviously, but tell me.
Do you think this particularity influenced the metal scene somehow?
As you said, it's less common to have two melodic voices as lead singers together, yeah, in one band. It is less common nowadays. Yeah, there is a growling voice with a clean voice, or as far as you know, I have also done a duet with Alice White Glass from Arch Enemy.
Arch
That,
Enemy.
yeah, exactly, and she was growling plus also singing with her clean vocals to my song Demons in You. So there is this huge contrast when you are thinking about my voice. It's all uh, I can do only what I do, in a matter of big range, but I can do that, and that's my trademark. And to combine that with a distinctive voice, it's always nice contrast. But Marco has a distinctive voice, and he has a very particular voice, very recognizable voice, and very characteristic, charismatic voice.
Yes. Sarah, I want to talk about some anniversary marks that we have this year. This year we are celebrating 15 years from your second record, What Lies Beneath. So I want to know if you consider this record like a consolidation of your career after My Winter Storm.
It is a very important album, like all of my babies are. I call them babies because they are kind of they are my babies. But What Lies Beneath is an album that I produced on my own. It was the first album that I started working as a really producer for my own albums, and that makes a huge difference between the first and the second. That was the first album, My Winter Storm, was produced by a producer. So, and I was a newbie in this industry in a way that even the record label didn't want me to. They didn't want me to have too much to say, when it comes to production of the album, and so even songwriting. And I was not ready. But for What Lies Beneath, I started to have this. Um, I was eager to know if I'm able to be an artist for real and take the responsibility on my own and really be in charge. And that's how What Lies Beneath is a super important album to me, because I experienced so many new things with that album. Yeah.
Yes, and we are also celebrating 25 years from Wishmaster.
Oh.
It was released in 2000. So,
Yeah.
what are your strongest memories about this time? And maybe if you have a particular favorite song.
Wishmaster. Yeah, Wishmaster. It's fun. But I have to say that I remember recording this album, while we were recording the album, how ambitious the whole band was at the time, how ambitious I felt also I was getting, as a singer, I was getting more confident in how I project my operatic voice for this type of music, being heavy metal, and it was very difficult for me to learn. It took me many years to learn how to sing heavy metal with operatic vocals, because I was training opera, I was training classical singing, lyrical singing. So at the time it was still a struggle vocally, but I was very happy with the, actually I could say that I'm happy with the final result of the album, which I could not be before. So our third album, and I started to get more confident, that's for sure.
Yes. And Tarja, back in the days when Nemo was released, it came out around the same time of Bring Me to Life from Evanescence. And I remember back in the days that many fans were trying to create some kind of rivalry between Nightwish and Evanescence. How did you see that situation at the time? Was there even any real tension between you guys?
No, absolutely not. I didn't even have a contact of the band nor Amy Lee. So no, absolutely not. Only thing we had in common, the black hair, dark hair. No, and being female singers in heavy metal band, and Evanescence at the time got a lot of explosion, like a explosive media. Um, Promotion, marketing, everything. It was really big thing for them. Still, they became huge, and Nightwish was doing really great at the time also. But the thing is that there's never been any rivalry between us, between me and any other female fronted metal bands. No, I really feel like, as I have always felt, that we are sisters in this genre. We are sisters in the scene, and there's a lot of room for many more of us.
Yes, of course. And Talia, back in this days, MTV was a huge thing in the world. Do you think that the MTV work helped your career to launch? I mean, you and Nightwish.
Sorry, which one you said? Sorry, I didn't.
The MTV,
M-
the yes,
MTV?
MTV is like music,
MTV!
yes, music
MTV,
television.
sorry. Oh my God, MTV. Yeah, of course, at the time, music TV was very important. It was very important. There were a lot of music channels also in Germany that made the band big. Still, when I started my solo career, they were still broadcasting the music videos constantly. And so that all has changed and collapsed and gone. So, of course, it was a huge, mega important thing, the TV itself and the promotion that it gave the music and artists. Yeah.
Yes, because I think you always made some excellent music videos, video clips, right?
I love making video clips. They're always fun. Yeah.
Yeah. And Sarah, you have a strong connection with the Brazilian band Angra, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about this connection between
Sorry,
you when it
sorry, I
started?
have to just, sorry, because they gave me only 15 minutes, which is kind of ridiculous time to talk
Ah,
to.
no problem.
Yeah. If you have anything else that you want to ask me, for sure and sure, please go ahead, because I should be calling another person already. but yeah, I love the
Only
guys of Angra. I love them, and perhaps there is some nice surprise for you, in at least in Sao Paulo. Maybe something nice is gonna happen there.
yeah. Okay, Tyler. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you
Thank
enjoy
you.
Brazil.
Thank you so much for calling. Thank you. Have a good day. Ciao.
Good day. Ciao.
Thank you.